Alright, this is a scene from the film Back to the Future Part 2. Now, the Back to the Future films were really big hits, back in the first one, I believe, came out in 1985. The last two they're pretty much back to back, 1989 and 1990. This was the second one, and this was a scene, from a character. He's scanning his thumb to pay for a taxi ride. Alright, first of all, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Kakadash. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone from which I learned this truth. And I want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. Now, in this scene, like I said, they show the character, paying for his taxi ride, with his thumb. So these devils are already showing you, what they had in mind. What they had in mind, with the MOB. So this is something that, even before this, they already had this in their mindset. But as I was watching this film, I was sitting down watching some TV, and when the scene came along, it really made me think, as because I started now as I watch, these films, I kind of, filter them through the scriptures, and you can see what these devils were trying to do. All right, going to go to the book of Revelation, 13th chapter. We're going to go to the 16th verse, and it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Verse 17, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So in order for this character in that scene, he needed to scan his thumb for a purchase. That's exactly, what this devil wants. His agenda is to make it that all, both small and great, free and bond, need this mark, to so-called function in this world, in this badness. All right, let's go ahead and go to the book of Job 9. We're going to go to the 9 and 24. This is Job 9 and 24, and it reads, says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" So the wicked, he was given this world, and he runs it. And their agenda is the wicked is to control this world. They want full control of every individual. So they come with their wickedness, and their wicked decrees. All right, let's go ahead and go to the book of Isaiah 10, and we'll start at the first verse. This is Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteousness, decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." So yeah, they're decreeing all this unrighteousness. The decrees are not right. So this just goes back to the fact that the wicked, was given control, of this so-called world. And I say so-called world, because this world is wicked. Everywhere you look, all you see is wickedness. They're doing everything against, the commandments, of the Lord. They don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord, has written. So they're doing everything in wickedness. All right, let's go ahead and go to the book of, we're going to go to the book of Micah 2. We'll start at 1. So this is Micah 2 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." See, so, from Job 9:24, the world has been given over to the wicked, so they have that power in their hand, to work their evil. Let's go to Micah. We'll start here. We'll stay here. 2:2 says, "And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage." And that's what, this devil wants. He covets and he uses violence to oppress, and the people that he oppresses, that's the Israelites. That's you so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. He oppresses a man and his house and his heritage. But, according, to Jeremiah 17:4, the Lord is using this devil to oppress us. Let's go ahead and get that. Jeremiah 17:4 says, "And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever." See, that's so that the Lord, he took away our heritage, and he gave us into the hand of our enemies, which is, this devil, Esau, Edom. So we're in captivity, in the land of our enemies, which is, America, Babylon the Great. And this devil, he's really sticking it to us. But, this is all, part of the Lord's, plan, because we're under these curses, But the wicked, is, he's so wicked, that he's even going to, do, harm to himself. All right, let's go to the Apocrypha. We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus 14:5. It reads, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods." So if he's willing, to do evil to himself, issue bad times to his own self, and his own people, how much more the people of Israel, the Israelites. He doesn't even take pleasure in his own good. He's never satisfied. All right, let's go to the book of Proverbs 27 verse 20. It says, "Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied." And that man that is talking about there, it's talking about, the wicked. It could be, a wicked Israelite too, but, for the most part, it's speaking about the wicked, because there's a certain, man that was, labeled the wicked, and that's Esau, Edom. And that word hell there, it means death. Hell meaning death. In the grave. And this wicked man, he is death. Because no matter where he goes, death follows him. So this man being the wicked, he was created to be that. So he's bringing death everywhere he goes. All right, let's stay here in the book of Proverbs. We're going to go to 16th chapter. We'll go to the 4th verse. It says, "The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." So this is his lot. This man brings evil. He brings the bad times. He brings death. All right, let's go to the book of Romans 9, and we're going to go to the 22nd verse. So this is Romans 9 and 22. It says, "What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction?" So this wicked Esau, Edom, they're the vessels of wrath. They're fitted for destruction, but their pride and covetousness, it deceives them. All right, let's go to the book of Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, and thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" So with that pride, he doesn't believe anybody's going to bring him down. They're so prideful that, he believes that he's never going to be put down, because, the earth was given to his hand, so he's let that pride, deceive himself. All right, let's go to verse 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see that? So again, they're so prideful that they exalt themselves. They developed, a God complex. They believe they're the Most High. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to this pic. Back to that movie, Back to the Future 2. You see in this pic, they have a character. His name is Douglas Needles. As you see, they want to have total control. They want all your information, in their hands. In this scene here, they show, all his info. As it scrolls, you can see the character Needles, shows, the name of his wife, and as it goes, it shows his likes, what he likes to do in his leisure, his favorite drink, all that stuff. They just want, total control. So they want that total control. They have that, this wicked man, Esau Edom, they have a God complex. So let's go here to the book of Second Thessalonians. We're going to go to the second chapter. We'll start off here in the third verse. It reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first. And that happened, when us as Israelites, we lost our heritage, that falling away came through. That falling away, it happened. All right, let me start back up, from the top. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that man, Esau Edom, the wicked, he's being revealed now, through the prophets, that are prophesying, in the highways and hedges. They're out there, in the streets, they're revealing this man of sin. Fourth verse says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. There's that God complex. It says, for that is worship. Let me start from the top. So, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So, he's trying to be the Most High. This wicked man, he's here, he got control of the earth, and he believes he's the Most High. And that wicked, he's, like I said, he's being, it's being revealed. But when Yahweh returns, this man, he's going to be destroyed. All right, let's continue. Verse 5 says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. 6, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. 7 says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy him with the brightness of his coming. Yeah, so he's being revealed, through the prophets. That's the mouth of the Lord. So at the time, when the Lord comes back, Yahweh Shai, he's going to go ahead and he'll destroy this wicked. All right, let's go to the book of Malachi. We're going to start off in the first chapter, verse 2. So this Malachi 1 and 2 says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. See, so the Lord, the Most High, he chose Jacob over Esau. Says he hated Esau. Third verse. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. 4 says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Most High hath indignation forever. And indignation means, righteous anger. So Esau, being the border of wickedness, he is the wicked. And and that's not just Esau, the man. It says the people. So it's telling here that there's going to be a people that the Most High is going to hate, forever. He's going to have indignation, righteous anger forever. And that man, that's the wicked, and that's Esau, Edom. All right, let's go to the book of Isaiah 14, and we're going to go to the 12th verse. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right, so that, Lucifer, that just means enlightened ones. It's not the spiritual demon Satan, which, many people, claim or they believe. That verse, is not speaking about, the spiritual demon Satan. It's speaking about, the Illuminati, the enlightened ones, but like I said, it's the light bearers, the wicked. All right, let's go with 13th verse. Says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. You see that? So, and that right there, is telling you that this man, the wicked, these people, which is Esau, Edom, that they're going to have that God complex, that they're going to, exalt themselves, above the stars of the Most High, which, the stars being, the Israelites. All right, 14 is in. It says here, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You see that? There's that God complex. 15, it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. That just means the Lord's going to bring them down. The Most High is going to bring them, down, to the grave. When he comes with his coming, Yahweh Shai is going to, destroy them. 16 says, they that see shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? So this wicked, Esau, Edom, he's going to be brought down, when Yahweh Shai returns. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing.